Sanchez. William Sanchez.
Talk to me. No comprendo, hombre. No comprendo.
You better learn fast.
Okay.
It is Sanchez, isn't it?
Sanchez. Sí.
Dígame.
Hey, ya, okay, hay que take it to him.
Hey, Indy.
Hey, Henry.
Well, you want the good news first, or you want bad news first?
I already heard the drum beats. It's all bad news.
Yeah? Well, bad news is those weren't drum beats. That's a gallows they're building for you out in town square.
Funny.
Good news is he's so tall, they're going to have to send out for some more lumber, and that'll give us time to use the file I got in my boot.
How long, Keystone?
Arraignment set for day after tomorrow, 9 a.m.
What about bail?
If the judge agrees to it, it's going to come high.
If?
The judge is Sam Claymore, John. Old-timey man. Ultra-conservative, right-winger, and a good friend of Jeb Hollister's.
Can't stay in here, Keystone. You understand?
I do understand, and I'm doing what I can. We got you an attorney out of Dallas. He's one of the best criminal lawyers in the whole country.
You're my lawyer.
I'm a lawyer, John. I'm no criminal lawyer.
You, and Roy, and the cowboy. You're all I've got, Keystone.
And you got the best that we could find.
I didn't kill anybody, Keystone. And I'm not going to pay for what I didn't do.
You won't.
Where is he?
In there.
Come on, let's go.
I can't, man. He's gonna kill me.
You think I won't?
Get it. Get out. I tell you, man, he's gonna kill me. Shut up. Hang on and rattle. Keep a deep seat, Chance. Yeah, hook
You said you'd handle Sanchez.
Working on it.
Yeah, well, he's working on me.
What happened?
You set me up, led me into the wrong end of a machine gun.
Figures.
Where the hell did you get your crystal ball?
They know your reputation. Once you showed your hand, they gotta know you're in this thing till the end. They can't afford that.
And I can't afford to be in the dark anymore. Now, what are you gonna do about Sanchez?
Still my play.
Seems to be my life we're playing with.
I tried to tell you that. That art dealer. Having a big auction tomorrow night.
Yeah, I know about that. Asked me to come.
Be better if you didn't show any interest in him at all.
Are you going?
They don't know me. I might be able to shake something loose.
How?
Why don't you let me work that out?
You think I'm a real tanglefoot, don't you?
I think you're real good at running ranches. I'd like to see you stay at it for a while.
Boy. You're asking a lot out of me. You know that.
I hear you're a man with a lot to give.
I'm gonna miss Dublin.
We all will.
Well, Big John be okay, Mom?
Big John's gonna be just fine. He's only gonna miss a couple more nights of Grace's cooking. Speaking of which, sweetness tonight, I would love another piece of that pie. It's something wonderful. Please.
Coming up.
Just babe?
I guess.
I guess not. One piece is plenty. Besides, you got homework, young lady.
I can't study tonight, Mom. Now Dublin dead and Big John in jail.
You think that's what John wants? Dublin, for that matter. Anybody using them as an excuse for a job they don't get finished? You ever see a job Big John didn't get finished?
No.
And you won't either. There won't be a time around here when anybody starts something that he or she doesn't finish. It goes for your homework, too, little sister. That includes Keisto and me getting Big John out of that jail.
I bet I know a way that you can get rid of the rest of that pie, Grace.
Why, thank you, Luther. I always knew I could count on you.
Count about 4 more pounds on him every day.
I was going to bring a couple of extra forks.
No need.
Colleen, can I see you for a minute?
Sure.
Thought peach was your favorite.
Yeah, well, guess I'm just not very hungry.
Sorry about Dublin.
Well, I guess nothing ever lasts.
Yeah. You know, the other day when you asked me to...
Grace, you don't have to say anything. I know how you feel.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, well, I don't think I want to stand around here feeling so dumb much longer, okay?
Howdy, Whip.
Hi.
Want some stew? I kept it hot.
You bet. Thanks. Something wrong with the pie?
I'll be right there, honey.
Night, Roy.
Good night, little sister. Oh, I forget how big she's getting until I have to heft her like that.
She's 12. Be a woman soon.
Yeah, she sure will. Listen, I'm asking Keisto to change my will. And I'd like you to be Whit's guardian.
Guardian.
Well, I got to thinking about the time that Keisto and I are spending on that old highway together. And I just would feel a lot better if I knew that you were legally in charge if anything happened.
To both of you?
Right.
Roy, what's going on? Does it have something to do with this drug running?
No, no. It has to do with my own peace of mind, Colleen. All you need to do is to say yes. It would mean a lot to me.
Of course. You know how I feel about you, Roy.
Yeah, well, I'd like to change that, too.
Maybe what we have is better.
Be like brother and sister.
It's less complicated.
Not from where I'm sitting.
I'm sorry.
Listen, when this trial is over, why don't we get away from here for a while, just the two of us? Separate rooms, if you like. Just a little time for us to get to know each other.
I can't, Roy.
Why? Well, because of him? That cowboy.
It's neither of them. It's you. I love you, Roy. Don't you know that? I love you for all the things you do for all of us, for all the things you are to all of us. And were even before Wade died. I'm sorry if that isn't enough. Because you know it's really an awful lot.
Don't shut me out, Colleen.
Mom? I need some help.
Be right there, honey.
Yeah, I've seen some strong men break. Thought of spending the rest of your days in a cage like some animal. It's gonna rip out all there is to hold on to in the first place.
He is in trouble. I got the feeling that he might not make it through the night.
He'll make it.
Well, I hope so. I got some prep to do before the arraignment tomorrow. Gracias, novia.
Night.
See you tomorrow.
Amigo. Thanks, Gracie.
Thought you didn't drink coffee at night.
Don't.
I made this your third cup.
Yeah, or fourth. Time is it?
7:30?
Time's that roadhouse down the way get jumping.
About 10 or 11. You got a date?
Yeah, been thinking on it.
Colleen.
No, I think the lady's name is Ginger. Sweet dreams. Look at you over there. Hey, Injun. What do you have to know to get your own private suite like that? You must have the right connections, Chief. Look where they stick me. I got time and grade in these kind of joints.
Hell, I ain't even gonna ask.
Too bad. It's a hell of a story.
Whatever possessed you to pull a crazy stunt like that?
Knowing how big that knot was in the pit of his stomach.
He did seem better this morning.
Got a sense of humor back.
Letting a bronc into a honky-tonk man could get his neck broke.
If I'd have known that ceiling was that low, I'd have saddled one a little less rough on her.
Could have been worse, I guess. Could have gotten a call from the hospital. You want to tell me about the call Sheriff Wallace got? One from Warden Garrett at Huntsville.
Can't do that.
Roy knocked you on your tail for that kind of an answer.
I'll work off what I owe you for coming down here.
I ain't Roy. This ain't the time for us to find out just how different we are. But it is time for you to level with me about just what the hell it is you're up to.
I gave John my word.
You're mixing into things could cost you more than that.
Nothing costs more than that, Keisto. That warden that called, Garrett, he taught me what you had to have to stay alive behind bars. When you lose your faith, he said, when your honor dies, you die. I don't figure we can let our honor die on a chief right now, do you?
I'm being asked to help save his life. If you got information I need, you damn well better give it to me. Don't give me any more of this routine about coming here to work for Colleen. She may believe it. Roy may believe it. I don't. Not after the treatment you got up there. Anybody else with your record be looking at a parole review hearing and you waltz away on a phone call from a prison warden?
Boy, you put me in a hard place, Keisto.
Harder than the places you put yourself?
I certainly didn't expect to find anything like this here.
Well, it is a bit of an oasis, isn't it?
It's beautiful. And the prisoners take care of it for you?
Only the ones we know we can trust with garden shears. You know, a couple of years back, you'd have found the man you came to talk about working in it.
Chance?
Last 3 years of his term. He was my houseman and driver, too.
Then you know him pretty well.
Well as any man I've met here. Much better than most.
You knew my husband pretty well, too.
Yes, I did.
Because of Chance?
I guess I knew what you wanted when you called.
It wasn't an accident that he came to the Yellow Rose, was it?
How much do you know about Chance, Mrs. Champion?
I know why he came here. I want to know why he came to the Yellow Rose.
Have you asked him?
I'm afraid to.
Afraid he'll hurt you? I can promise you he wouldn't. A man who has taken a life the way Chance did, he won't ever take another one.
No, that's not what I meant. I guess I'm afraid to find out he's not what he seems to be.
What's that?
Honest.
Well, he won't disappoint you there either.
He hasn't told me he's Wade's son.
Do you believe he is?
When he told me about being here, I remembered when it was Wade started coming to see you to set up that trust for prison reform. Wade did that because of Chance, didn't he?
There is no doubt whatsoever that the man who served time here under the name of Chance McKenzie is the blood son of your late husband.
You know what my old man said? He says a guy that got an opportunity like that and blew it should be smeared with honey and buried in an anthill.
You told him?
The sheriff told him. Roy Champion filed a report.
He gave him a make on me.
My old man told the sheriff it sounded like a cock and bull story. And the sheriff agreed. But some of your people said they heard the shots.
Hey, they're not gonna believe any Mexicans. Who are they gonna listen to? Champion or your father?
You're gonna listen to me. I want you where only I can find you. Got it?
Like a mouse in a trap.
I don't need you fixing so my father gets embarrassed. Because when he gets embarrassed, he gets mad. And when he gets mad, it's gonna be at me. And then I'm going to find that anthill and stuff you in it myself. Comprende?
You forget something, gringo. I know where your dope is buried, and you don't.
You forget something, Sanchez. I can always buy more dope. How many lives have you got?
Need to talk to you.
Me too. Let's go inside.
Saw your homework on the table. More important things on your mind?
I don't know.
Dublin.
Partly.
What's the other part? Bracketville Rodeo. Seemed to mean a lot to you just the other day.
Yes?
Well, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. It's just that when you asked me, I had all these things crowding in at me at the same time. Well, if the offer's still good, I'd be proud to come watch you. This being your first big event and all.
You don't have to do that.
I know. I want to.
We'll change your mind.
Time. Takes time, Whit.
Grace?
Roy show up yet?
I ain't seen him.
Donna Grace told me he pulled out of here this morning before she even had a chance to light the breakfast stove there.
Anything you don't worry about, Dillard?
Yes, you being ornery. That's one thing I know ain't never gonna change.
Dillard, I've been worried too.
You remember how old Wade used to ride out of here just like that? And you remember how it nearly always meant that there was trouble a-brewing?
I say it's chance. Roy takes a look at that face and he sees the same man we do. He sees Wade.
I only saw him once. He came to the prison. I told him to go to hell. Learned to walk without him. I wasn't gonna lean on him when I had to stand up for what I'd done.
He was only trying to help.
He was a little late.
Don't hate him, Chance.
I don't hate him, I just don't need him.
He set up a trust fund for prison reform. Did you know that?
For his conscience, you mean?
For you. There were only two conditions. That you get the earliest possible parole hearing and that Warden Garrett himself be your parole contact when you got out. Maybe it was too late, but it was something. There's something else, too. He left you an equal share on the Yellow Rose. It's true, it's in his will. The wording is something